Alright guys, so welcome back to Gamer Today. Today we're going to be talking about why Travis Scott isn't a good fit for Fortnite, why they shouldn't have done this partnership, and why the event is good and bad at the same time. Now guys, I'm going to get the good out of the way. It's great because another musician, or said musician, gets to perform in the game of Fortnite in basically a live performance, and that's pretty cool. This is the only game doing such a thing, and it's really awesome and it's really exciting. But the downside is he's not much of a musician, and honestly his music is very dirty, very perverse, very bad. Honestly, if you're a kid listening to that is not good music to listen to, in my particular opinion. And I don't know if there's a lot of parents watching or not, but I wouldn't personally let my kids listen to something like this. I'm very disappointed in the sense that Fortnite or Epic Games has decided to promote such a character as Travis Scott. There's a lot of other musicians out there, there's a lot of other talent out there that make more money and have more content out there that's better, honestly, better than what Travis Scott has produced. I barely know anything about Travis Scott, but what I do know is I've listened to about 10 of his songs, and I've been very disappointed every single song I've heard. Every song is just dirty in the first couple of minutes of the song. Well, I mean, not even minutes, maybe 30 seconds, 20 seconds, depending. And that is really annoying to me. Like the song Wake Up, for instance, or the song Antidote. Those two songs, and Antidote is actually being promoted in Fortnite right now with the spray emote, or emoticon, whatever you want to call it. The spray emote. It's actually being promoted, and it's very dirty and very disgusting. But maybe I've got an old man's personality for this kind of thing. I like music quite a bit, okay? Music's been a big part of my life altogether since day one. And I've also made a lot of money doing music. But here's the thing, guys. I don't like dirty music. I'm not into sexualized music. I feel like that's the lowest form of music there is. I don't even qualify it as music. Now, you can make music that is dirty or has some sort of a message that might not be, great or is explicit. That's fine. I'm all for violence in music, and to a sense, and to some degree. Not a huge degree, but I'm all for freedom of speech and freedom of music and all that good stuff. But Travis Scott makes very dirty and very perverse music. Perverse means very hypersexual music, and that's not very good for today's PC generation, number one, and number two, it's just not very good sounding. Honestly, it doesn't take talent to just start talking about very sexual things in a song, or talking into a microphone about very dirty things. To me, I expect a song to have some sort of singing, some sort of rapping, some sort of beat that's great, some sort of hook. I don't get that from Travis Scott. I feel like there's no hook at all, and I feel very depressed when I listen to his music. When I say depressed, I mean kind of like depressed that people listen to this and think it's good. That is sad to me. There's so many other musicians out there worthy of being featured in Fortnite. This is not one of them. I'm still going to, obviously cover the event. I'm not saying I'm not, because I will. But I'm very disturbed and very disgusted by the fact that they will try to cover such a perverted artist. It basically says anybody and everybody could be a part of Fortnite. I get that. That's what they've been trying to do. But Travis Scott is not one of those people who should be. And why is that? Because Fortnite is basically based for kids. A lot of kids play Fortnite. I know a lot of you guys are getting older now, but most of you guys are still in your teenage years or still young. Some of you guys are still like 9, 10, 8 years old watching my videos. So I want you guys to understand that I know it's cool to you now, but when you're older, it's going to seem kind of silly. This music is not great music, and if you have kids of your own one day, you're not going to want them listening to this because you're going to think, what the hell are they listening to? And that's what I'm saying right now. And I'm talking to the parents who are watching, and I'm talking to, the kids. Hopefully some of you guys are smart enough to see through this ruse and see that it's not a great guy to really, represent. I don't personally want to give any of my money to Travis Scott because Travis Scott isn't worth any money. His skins in the game of Fortnite are cool, but other than that, I really don't like the guy. If someone asked me to donate to Travis Scott, I'd say, why don't you donate to me? He's got some damn money. Well, anyway, it's not the point of that. The point is, it's not all about money. It's that the concept of his music is very lame. It's brutally lame. Like, honestly, it is so bad. Like, it's brutal to the ears. Like, I feel like I need to just listen to anything. I hate the Beatles, too, so for the record, I hate the Beatles. I would rather listen to the Beatles than listen to this. I don't like the Beatles, guys. I think that's brutal. It's hard for me to listen to. But listening to this shit versus the Beatles, I'd rather listen to the Beatles. That's how bad this music is to me. I don't qualify it in my brain as music. I tried, okay? I gave it 10 songs, 10 of his top hits, and I couldn't get one of them to actually register in my brain as a musical song, something good to listen to. And guys, I've been doing music all my life, okay? I love doing music. It's something I do, okay? I'm still doing music to this day, even if in a different format. I'm doing, helping other people who do rap and other things and hip-hop musicians out, but I'm not really doing the music myself as much anymore. More doing mixing, doing instrumentals, sometimes doing featured vocals and stuff like that, but I'm not really doing music myself anymore. And yet, I still can't handle this crap that Travis Scott puts out. I think it's garbage. It isn't for me, okay? Maybe someone out there likes it, it, but honestly, it isn't music to me. That is just trash. And I'm trying to tell you guys, because if there's any parents watching and their parents are, hearing about their kid in this Travis Scott event, which there's got to be someone out there, I want you to know that your kid's going to be listening to some pretty dark music. So you might want to be there for the event. That's all I'm saying. Let your kid listen to it if you want, but he's not someone that you should be role modeling or idolizing in any way. He's a creep, he's a cretin, he's not someone you need to know, okay? He is a joke. He makes the stereotypes so bad for black individuals. I'm just gonna say that, he really does. His music is so goddamn bad. I mean, I get it, he's making money, so be it. I like that part of it. He's at least doing something, so be it. But couldn't you do it with a little bit more flash, a little bit more style, and a little more creativity? That's one thing I don't like about Travis Scott. He's not creative in any way. Okay, there's a lot of other black musicians and other minority musicians who could do so much better than him. If they want to go for someone like that, someone who is, of a different descent, if you will, which I don't understand why they feel the need to pick Travis Scott, of all people. There's so many other talented musicians besides him that have more content, that is better content, and more fitting to Fortnite. Why pick Travis Scott? That's my thing, I don't understand. There are loads of other talented musicians of all different ethnicities, so I don't understand why pick such a cretin like him. I'm not picking on him for a gender or a race or anything like that. I'm just literally saying I hate his music and I hate his personality and style. I don't feel like he has a style. I feel like his style just promotes a bad stereotype. And in this PC generation, which is this politically correct generation, I don't understand how Fortnite feels it's okay or politically correct to promote someone like him. He belittleizes women. He just, womanizes and basically promotes the idea of women being worthless and useless hoes. And you guys know what hose means, I don't need to explain it, but basically it puts women as worthless objects, and I don't like that myself, okay? I get it, Eminem did that, I get that so many other musicians have done it, so many other rappers have done it, notoriously rappers, I say that because rappers have a tendency to do that, more so than any other generation. Not the same metal or hair metal bands didn't do it, or any other type of music didn't do it, even Elvis Presley did that, but we're not talking about that, we're just saying, in general, I don't like the womanizing. In this generation, the music being made right now, right here, right now, not talking about something that happened, 60, 70 years ago at this point, for some of those people that we mentioned, but those people were in a different time frame. That was more accepted back then. But we're talking about someone making music right now, today, and making music that womanizes and does all that stuff, and puts women down into a place that they don't belong. And I don't like it. I really don't. I think it's stupid. Honestly, I really don't like that. There's some things I don't like about the whole PC generation. I really don't like at all. The politically correct shit is stupid to me in itself, but when you go over the top like that, it makes me think, well, there is some truth to the politically correct thing. Maybe we should keep it around, but maybe mortify it. There's some things that are funny that we can't say anymore because of the, politically correct, PC generation, and I find those things stupid. But Travis Scott does not fall into that. Travis Scott is, to me, a dumbass. I think he's a jerk, honestly. I really don't get the music. There is nothing about him. Whether we're talking about his rap, whether we're talking about his rhymes, his lyrics, whether we're talking about his hooks, we're talking about the instrumental at that point, or even his rap hooks. I don't hear anything that is talented. I don't get anything from him that makes me want to listen to it. I don't go, oh wow, that was catchy, but I don't like what he said. And a lot of times I'll get that where I don't like what someone says, but I will listen to it. Like Tekashi 69 with the song Bebe. I hate the fucking song so much. The lyrics are disturbing to me. But I will listen to it because I like the instrumental. Sometimes. I try not to listen to it, but sometimes I like the instrumental and the sound of the song. And there's lots of songs like that where I like the sound of the song, but I hate the message, I hate the way it's done, and I hate the overall, meaning of the song. But I'll listen to it because the sound is interesting. That doesn't exist for Travis Scott. His music is overall, in all ways, in all forms, garbage. So I don't understand why people thought it was a great idea to put him in the game of Fortnite. I know he has all these tattoos and looks cool and all that good stuff, and they made him look a lot better in the game of Fortnite. Normally he just looks like a high burnout, but in the game of Fortnite he looks like something. But here's my point, guys. He's not the overall best musician to put in the game of Fortnite. Honestly, Marshmallow Man has some dirty songs as well and some dirty lyrics, but it's not nearly as bad as what basically Travis Scott does in any one of his songs on any of his albums. I mean, obviously he's not the right fit, and obviously there's a lot of other black musicians who can do better, or African American musicians who do better music than he does. So I'm just saying, I don't know whether it's a race thing that Fortnite thought it was a great idea. I don't know what they were thinking, but if they are going to pick based on a race, the best musician for the idea, or someone who's willing to sign with Fortnite, because I guarantee you there's a lot of other people who would be willing to take that paycheck from Epic Games and get signed with Fortnite. I guarantee it, there's got to be a lot of other people. I mean, how stupid could you be to say no to that? and there's a lot of other musicians fitting those demographics if they're going based by race. If not, there's still other races that can fit into that, even different language races that can fit into that. Why pick Travis Scott? That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. It doesn't fit the genre. It doesn't fit Fortnite. It seems like the black sheep of Fortnite. It doesn't make any sense. No pun intended. But it seems like the outlier of Fortnite. It doesn't make any sense to me. I get that. What you guys think in the comment section down below. I want to hear what you guys think because I'm very construded by this. I don't understand why they made the idea of putting such a character in the game of Fortnite. I don't think he's a great guy. I don't think his personality is interesting. I think his music sucks. I think his videos of the music suck. I think everything about the guy sucks. I think he's uninteresting and very dumb. I think he's, making money. I get that. But, making money at what cost, guys? That's my thing. He's got no pride in himself, clearly. Making music like that and putting people down all the time, I don't understand it. I know everyone's up to their own, ways of thinking, and I get that people sometimes like that kind of music, but when you click on every single song, like again, 10 songs I chose, okay? 10 songs at random that were his top hits, all of them belittleize women and put women down in a bad place and basically put himself in the front stage, like he's got this big head kind of thing. And on top of that, I get that's the idea of rap music, a lot of rap music does that, but he does it in such a way where it's not even funny. Like there's no humor to it, there's no rhyme or reason to it, it doesn't sound that great, he doesn't have a good vocal, even with the auto-tune he sucks. I just don't understand what he's doing. I don't understand who put money behind this cretin to say, hey, you should be a star. He's not a star to me, okay? I know one day he's going to be an old man with a grey beard, basically making nothing, probably blew all his money, and not going to be doing shit. So to me, he's nothing, okay? I don't think of him as anything, and you probably really shouldn't either, till he cleans his act up, okay? There's still time for him to become a better musician and become a better star, or become a star in reality, but will he do that? Probably not. Because making money about sexualized things and stupid things is so much easier than actually putting some time in and thinking about and writing things down on a piece of paper so it sounds good, which they don't do. These rappers today are just getting so damn lazy, they just freestyle. That's all they do, freestyle. Freestyle is interesting and exciting, but not when you're Travis Scott because you're a boring son of a... But anyways, guys, you have your own opinions. Make sure to let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of Travis Scott, especially if you're older, if you're younger. I want to hear everything from you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below. Until next time, guys, it's been Gamer Today. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you can. Thank you. Till next time, it's been Gamer Today.